Alan English here again, actor, writer and autism trainer. This next autism tutorial is on communication. Now, autistic people often struggle on some level with communication. It seems to be one of the chief features of our condition. Now, some autistic people tend to have difficulties with forming and using language, whereas others are often very fluent with language and are very comfortable with it. It's worth pointing out here a lot of autistic people are non-verbal and may express themselves in other ways, such as images or in gestures. Think Temple Grandin and her life story, Thinking in Pictures. Similarly, a lot of autistic people who might struggle to express themselves in spoken language might be highly articulate when it comes to written communication. I've seen this many times in other autistics. And the contrast, I can tell you, can be quite striking. Sometimes autistic people can struggle to control the volume and speed of their speech, making them difficult to understand. I was put on a course of speech therapy when I was very young before I recognised these difficulties in myself. Even now, my support workers sometimes tell me, "Alan, keep it down, speaking too loud." Sometimes for autistic people, language can be hard to understand. It's just through the sheer nature of it, with metaphors, idioms, cliches, and figures of speech that create difficulties in understanding. Here, autistic people tend to understand and we tend to take language literally. And we frequently express ourselves very literally and just say exactly what we mean. No frills or dressing about it. Humour is often hard for autistic people to understand. It is sometimes misused by us in an attempt to fit in with others. I can't tell you how many times as a youth I would frequently make social faux pas by, trying to say something funny. Saying the wrong thing to the wrong person at completely the wrong time. And all of this was out of an attempt to fit in, just be sociable with others. Much of the time, autistic people can find it easier to talk rather than to listen. I know this myself, I'm quite a fluent talker, but it's particularly in, I've got to say, group conversations. This is something that we struggle with, keeping track of all the various different lines of thought and changes of subject. It's very, very hard. One-to-one conversations are easier. Difficulties in this area is, by talking and not listening, this can make us appear rude when we frequently do not intend to be. Now, autistic people can struggle to understand the non-verbal signals in other people, such as gesture, body language, tone of voice, facial expression, and maintaining eye contact. They say that only 7% of communication is verbal, and it's the other 93% that we struggle to deal with. And this creates social challenges for us of a much broader kind across all different spectrums of social interaction, which we're going to look at in the next few videos.